SimWorld Sports.
Well, what do you know? It is the Catalina wine mixer on deck. We have Seattle Stars, the Cinderella of SimWorld, going against the powerhouse, the New York Monstars. I am Rick Blaze, and my company today will be none other than... That's your cue, Bob.
Big Bob.
There we go. Forgive him, ladies and gentlemen.
I played a horn for you, but it didn't come through apparently.
Never mind. New York has New York versus Seattle, and just the fact that we're talking about these two teams in the round that we're talking about, just to let you know how wild it's been here in the national tournament for SimWorld. We have Seattle versus New York. Seattle, I don't even think they have a ranking next to their name when it's good move. I don't think they had a ranking next to their name when this whole thing started. Everyone thought they just were going to be the first punching bag in the first round. Not so fast, my friends. Major upset. They're looking to go 2 in a row. Good drive. We're now tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, I mean, nobody gave Seattle. Actually, let me correct myself.
You did.
Nobody but me gave Seattle a chance to win their first game. I'm not giving them any chance of beating New York tonight.
And you know, look, and as you say that, that's a tough move. The player for Seattle just made making a 4-2 lead. This Seattle team, you know, basketball is an interesting game. It's a lot like football. All you have to do is get at the right time. Jai Edge, number 3, I believe, is leading the team in scoring. Oh, good D.
Number 12, Jai Edge.
No, I'm saying he's third in scoring on.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And of course, number 1 in scoring, Shea King, number 3 for New York. And can't forget CMJ. I mean, they just loaded. They got a whole bunch of players. Shea King with the ball now. With 3 seconds left on the shot clock, puts it up.
Ooh.
Catch money. Hey, I don't care who you are. If Seattle's hitting like this, it's gonna be a long night for any team. New York, Seattle included in that.
Yeah, and the one thing that I think people forget about Seattle, and being the one that does the primary rankings, they have 2 really, really good players in Noah Jackson and Jarvis Woodson. They've dropped in the rankings, but that has a lot to do with the fact that Seattle has won 3 now. 3 games all year. 3 games all year, but they have 2 stars.
Hey, you know, apparently the thought process in Seattle is they're picking quality wins over quantity wins. Believe it or not, they won a good one. That should have been a foul, maybe a blocking foul as well. Hey, Seattle staying in it so far. The paces are really fast on both ends. Seattle apparently loves to run as much as New York do. They're playing fearless right now. Jai Edge with the pull-up.
Rebound, CMJ.
I'm with that man.
You know, the one thing I think we're seeing a little bit too much, I just want to point out, we're seeing a little too much Jai Edge early on. We need more Shea King. Jai Edge is the 4th quarter, Mr. Big Shot, hitting him when he needs it. We need less of him, more King early on.
And one thing I'm noticing early on is, I'll be honest with you, Bob, Seattle's getting whatever shot they want right now. That was a good defense right there, just by CMJ. But besides that stop in the middle, my man got to that lane with pretty much no problem. I don't know what's gotten into Seattle, but the reality of it is they only need to win 3 more games to have a championship belt. That's just where we at with it. You know, they only won 2 all season. They already won 1 in the postseason. They need to win wow, my gosh. Referees, they must have lost their whistle before the game started.
No, he's one player that's since CMJ came on, SJO's he's just disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
I think, my opinion, I think they have the same kind of game. So as long as CMJ is shining, SJO is going to take a back seat, and if SJO is shining, CMJ is going to take a back seat. I think we play the same kind of game, so it's kind of hard to get them both going at the same time. That's just my opinion. But of course, the Zen Master figured it out.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he's able to stop these upsets from happening. Top, 2, 3? We had 8 lose.
I threw my bracket in the fire. I lit it on fire today and threw it in. It's a wrap.
Hey, we talked about you're doing a little better than me. Both my championship teams are out. You got one at least.
I do have one. New York is my other representation for the championship, so at least I can make good on one team. My other team I had great shot.
Ooh, big three.
My Mr. Jelani, rock your body with the jump shot right there. Lottie dot. Shot Jelani.
I'd like to point out another thing. Ooh. Okay. Looking at Jelani Everett, the only reason with the news that just came out that is coach's nephew, I do think the only reason he's even starting is because he's the coach's nephew.
Oh wow! In a game like this, you think that's the reason why he's starting?
Period. I just think that's just he doesn't. I don't feel like he does a whole lot for this.
Okay, you know what? Well, keep it right there. Hold that thought. We're gonna take a quick break. 11-8, New York is up. We'll be back on the other side. And we are back. New York up 3 points, 11-8 against Seattle. Again, I can't believe I'm saying Seattle's name right now. That's just really. Those keep up with SimWorld. You already know how baffling it feels. Oh,
good
we got
steal.
2 in progress.
Boy, good finish, tough finish.
DJ, always dangerous around the paint area. And I'll be honest with you, Bob. If Seattle loses this game by 8, I'm gonna tip my hat to Seattle. Good move, strong move. Who is it? Is it Ronnie Cycling? Who was that?
I'm gonna say, yeah, one big word that you said there. If they lose by 8.
Yeah, how do you put if in it? I don't know. I don't know. I can't say it. I can't say for certain. I don't. It's like old folks going to the bathroom. It all depends.
Run around. Ooh.
Yeah, this is an interesting offensive set they have.
You know what? But it's working.
It worked.
I mean, yeah, New York. They were confused. They're just running around in circles out here.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Seattle went to their crazy legs motion offense.
Oh man!
Block. Seattle has the numbers. Good way to get back on defense in New York. Great transition.
Absolutely. That's big.
Seattle with the jump. Oh, new leaders, and they have their first lead of the day. They have their first lead. If the lights cut out right now in the AC and the game is called, Seattle be called your winner, crowned your winner right now.
Tell you what, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Good block. What a block.
Transition. They needed that.
What else they need? They need Che King back on the court right now because he is not out there, and that is a player that should never be off the court.
Well, apparently against Seattle, he shouldn't. This is crazy.
It's just this Seattle team just playing with a ton of confidence. And
man.
I don't even know what to say. They're just.
I'm going to say this. Is it possible, Bob? Is it possible? Hear me out. Is it possible if let's say Seattle by some kind of wins this game? Is it possible if they win this game, can a coach who wins 2 regular season games be on for Coach of the Year? Please so.
I mean,
if they beat New York tonight, the coach for Seattle is my vote for Coach of the Year. Hands down. Hands down. He ain't got to win no more. He's Coach of the Year.
I mean, I think the biggest problem is he hasn't been there all year. So imagine if he was.
Hey, I'm doing like the NCAA. I'm doing quality of wins. That's a great tough shot right there. Seattle back at the top. So make sure you guys cast your votes for the coaches of the year, the players of the year, all those.
All defense,
all defense, all offense, best podcast of SimWorld of the year. Cast your votes for all those things.
I wonder which podcast we vote for. Oh man!
Wow. Oh! Good putback by running cycling. I know that's not who he is. That's just who he is.
Big Three needed that.
Can you believe we're talking about a big three that New York needed that against Seattle? 2 seconds left. Jump shot from his grandmother's house. She's not home. And that is the end of the first. Seattle's down 2. New York is hanging on by a thread, by 2 points. We'll be right back to the second quarter after this. And we are back. Start of the second quarter. New York is up 18-16. May I remind you, this is the number one seed versus the number 24 seed.
We couldn't go any lower.
This is number 1 versus 24. Number 1 is fighting, and the game is tied by the 24 seed. Chris Maloney with the dipsy doodle in the paint for 2, and New York is tied with Seattle right now. And you know, every second about the game.
Good tough drive.
He had the keys. He has the license. He knows how to drive.
You know, the one thing I'm not used to seeing, except one time this year against New England, I'm not used to seeing New York get beat up in the middle, but that seems to be where they're really feeling it.
And that's tough. That's a tough scoop right there. Oh, that's a great shot. And they both shooting 50% from the field. Seattle actually has the rebounding edge right now, which is partly why they're in the game. So New York is in for a dogfight. New York in for a dogfight. That's a tough.
Boo Boo? I can't tell. Boo Boo? Oh, it's Ayo, whatever.
Ayo Wilson, the 2-point lead, 22-20. Again, I can't say enough how impressed I am by this Seattle team. And I promise you, if Seattle some kind of way miraculously to take this win, I am voting Seattle's coach for coach of the year. I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote twice.
I still think Derek Simmons has my vote.
Nah, he ain't beat New York.
We'll see. Ooh, burners. Put the burners on, but.
Put 3. No good. Then Shea King with the rebound, getting all out to CMJ.
Yeah, CMJ's not the one you want to stand up there at the point with the ball.
The King is, though.
Ooh, nice little move. Good shot.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? Shea King 3 from 3 from the field so far today with 6 points.
Yeah,
Putting a little pressure.
They're going to need a lot from him. With the way the Seattle's playing, they're definitely going to need a lot from King.
That's a bad
steal. CMJ, coast to coast. Good finish.
Now that sequence was a Seattle sequence that we
Absolutely.
a bad pass on offensive end and then giving up. Yeah, that was just he had the layup. He passed out of it. I don't know what's going on.
That was the 0-37 Seattle we are used to.
Yeah, that's the expansion team we used to see.
Yeah, you never know.
Las Vegas expansion we used to see.
Maybe next year when some of these kids decide they want to move around the country to play for different teams, maybe they'll pick some free agents up. No, everybody's leaving Seattle. Seattle won't even have a team next year.
I don't know, man. Hey, if they win this game,
That's true.
I'm joining Seattle next year. I'll follow that coach wherever he goes. When he goes to the toilet, I'm going to the toilet.
I think Noah Jackson and Jarvis Woodson might fail on purpose just to come back.
There you go. 26-20, New York is up. With 6:05 left to go in the second quarter. Seattle on the offensive side trying to cut into this deficit that they're finding themselves. I think that actually their largest deficit of the game so far, 6 points.
Yeah, it seems like New York's kind of figured out a way to. I mean, Seattle just looks like they're playing street ball out there, and it's
correct.
Tough. I say it.
Correct.
Tough shot.
That was a great example. That was a terrible offensive set. It was just like dribble. Oh, I can get the layup right here. So yeah, I think that's probably what throwing most of these teams off. They have an unorthodox, I call it they have unorthodox offensive set. It looks like what you said, Bob. It's just a bunch of guys playing street ball and just get open and take your man.
Yeah. But Seattle, sorry, I'm just so mesmerized by everything they're doing right now.
3 seconds left. They got to get a good shot. One put up.
Oh man!
Wow! Oof. Great fade. That's a great fade. They're like those gnats at the barbecue you just can't get rid of. Timeout on the court by New York. We're going to take a timeout with New York is up 2 points, 26-4. We'll be back on the other side. And we are back. 4:57 left in the first half. New York clinging on to a 2-point lead versus the 24th-ranked Seattle. And I have to keep saying the 24th-ranked Seattle because I want the fans who are watching to understand what they're looking at, the dynamic. Oh, up top. Up gut jumps. Nobody's boogie. No one was home. We got a break. Hit your wing. Well, I don't know about Seattle's offense. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But it works for them. No one else was good on it. It works. And a good rebound outlet for New York. Trying to get some numbers. Great transition defense by the Seattle D. 26-24. New York is up by 2 points. Here we go. Shea King with the ball. He likes to wheel and deal. Gives it up. That's not what you want to see. Oh, that's a good read.
Ooh, big three.
Let me tell you something. These big shots by Shea King is the reason why they have the lead right now. It's the only reason why they have the lead right now. I'll be honest with you.
Absolutely. 4 for 5 now.
I'm out by Seattle. He didn't like. I'm sure coach didn't like where that 3-pointer went. And that's a good timeout. If you're Seattle's coach, that's a great timeout. You don't want the game to get too far away from you. Apparently, you guys believe together that y'all can still win this thing. And hey, who am I to say otherwise? Because we counted you out before, and you showed us different. Hey, girls, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, we definitely need to see some other people step up for Seattle, though, because I don't think right now, I can't say that. Every time, I just can't count Seattle out. I'm trying to, because you're supposed to. The 24th seeded team shouldn't be here. But I want to say they need someone else to step up, but they don't. As long as Noah Jackson and Jarvis Woodson keep doing what they're doing, and then Shea King takes crappy shots like that, They'll be in it.
And I'll be honest with you, if somebody else from Seattle does step up, you're going to have to feed me their names because I don't know who else. I don't know no one else is going to be.
Brian Scout.
Right, a bunch of Brian Scalabrinis around there. Hey. Kalani Everett with the 3. You guys may know him. His brother did the Everett commercials for college just back in the day. You know. And his uncle is the coach. It's an Everett family affair here tonight. 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Oh, good pass.
Yeah. When it's hot, you gotta drop it. You gotta drop it when it's hot.
12 points by CMJ.
Easy 12 points. CMJ is a dominant force out there tonight. He can have his way with those Seattle bigs. But although he is Seattle, hey, is in this thing still. 4-point game on.
Yeah, you just
good drive. Oh,
good swipe. Good swipe.
Good pass.
Good pass.
Oh, he's Smokey Robinson's greatest hits.
Oh,
he
man.
just smoked the layup. Oh, that's how you lose a game. Running cycling with the ball.
Ooh, good hand.
Oh, good drop.
What? Oh, God.
That is a tough shot right there.
And they need it. They need it from him.
Let's see if Seattle can respond with that crazy legs motion. Crazy legs motion off. Good putback. Time out New York. Hey, the Zen Master's pulling his hair out. I know he is. He's like, what the hell is going on? We're in a dog fight. Yes, you are in a dog fight. It's 33-29. Seattle's here to stay, apparently.
I mean, for some reason, we got 5'8" Elijah Burrell covering 6'9" Jarvis Woodson. I don't know what's going on, but they need to figure out why that's happening. Someone's not switching, and they need to, because that is a matchup you're going to abuse all day.
And I mean, if you're the Zen Master, what film are you watching on Seattle? You can't be watching a 2-13 team. You're not watching their films. You can't be watching their film. See what they did right. Hell, they won 2 games. They ain't do nothing right. You can't be watching their films. Like they must have just played possum the whole regular season. Oh, good tough shot. Oh, yeah, that's tougher than Fiesta meet right there. The lead is now stretched out to 6 points again. The New York up 35-29. A minute 30 left in the first half. It's been entertaining for sure. Seattle's been in it. Seattle's had the lead a couple of times. Hey, Seattle hasn't gone anywhere, folks.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think they played possum in the regular season just so they can come in and beat all the best teams.
Well, now that's true. Not only should they get Coach of the Year, they should get Academy Awards too. best performances by.
Yeah, just please don't slap me, Will Smith. I'm sorry.
Good open shot. You gotta make that count. It's a great shot. 31-35. New York has the lead and the ball with 1 minute 10 left in the first half. Trey King is on the bench right now for New York.
He's been on the bench a lot. I don't know why. He's not someone that should ever come off the court. Maybe he's refusing to come in, giving his teammates a little bit of the spotlight. But what we need to point out though is we're 50 seconds from halftime. And Seattle's within 6.
Good move. Oh, good help block. Oh, no help. Oh my God, Rip. I don't know. It looked clean over here. Good hustle though, and good way to take to the racket for Seattle. 2 free throws. We're gonna see if they can knock them both down to trick this lead from a 6-point lead to possibly a 5 or 4-point lead. He can make both of them.
Now I'm sure. Let me try and get the Eric curse in here. Gonna miss it. No.
And he dropped it. No problem. Nothing but nylon.
I feel like we've seen a lot of bad free throw percentages today from a lot of the kids that are automatic. So I don't have a lot of faith in any of them at the free throw line.
The pressure is high. Elliott jumps with the second free throw, and it is good.
Count it.
4-point game. New York can go for a 2-for-1 here if they choose to. So we'll see if they get a shot up quickly so they can take advantage of the 2-for-1 situation. Good
Good
pass.
pass underneath.
You know, that's the only hole that I've seen in Seattle's defense so far. They're giving up too many easy buckets inside. And it's not because New York players are just banging them out. They're just losing track of where those guys are. So if Seattle can tighten that up in the second half, it can be an even closer game. Good steal for the rebound. Good outlet pass. Oh, that'll be the big three. 15 seconds left. New York can hold for the final shot.
Like you said, though, like the biggest hole, like you said, with Seattle is down low, and these are two kids that you can't lose sight of. You can't lose sight of CMJ. You can't lose sight of SJO because you're setting yourself up for failure.
Great defense. They didn't even get a final shot.
I don't.
Seattle locked in, baby. Ain't no final shot. Take it to the half. New York is up. We'll see y'all guys back in the second half in just a minute. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the third quarter in an exciting first half of basketball between New York and the surprising Seattle Stars. If I'm Coach Everett right now, Bob, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. I'm playing against number one seed. I'm only down 6 points, and I've been giving up 60% shooting. New York has had to shoot the ball at 60% clip to have this lead. You have to believe that they're going to come back down to earth, and if they do, Seattle like their chances.
They're going to have to. It's hard for any team to go for 60%. If there is a team that can do it for a whole game, it would be New York. But taking shots like that, it's not going to be the way to do it. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, big three.
See, that shot was going to get blocked. That's a great reaction to save from embarrassment. Good pass for the assist.
I think this is where this is going to be the make or break period for New York.
For Seattle as well.
For Seattle as well. For both teams, this is going to be.
That's a tough shot right there.
New York's either going to have to. Absolutely. New York's going to have to. They're going to have to either get a big lead or. Every game that's been close in the fourth quarter, it's come down to the end, and you can't leave him wide open like that. But he's going to miss.
Out of bounds. Yeah. Seattle's playing with they've been playing with a lot of confidence, and they're not afraid to take it in the basket. They're not afraid to get this. They're playing really loose right now. And even they get this shot blocked, they stay with it. Running Cycling's been doing a really good job. Name is Cross. But Running Cycling's been doing a really good job of playing hard underneath for him, although he's undersized by a lot. Which, regular running. Good pass.
Ooh, that was a good and sketchy pass at the same time.
We'll see with this crazy legs motion offense they have.
I mean, it's getting people open.
Good move. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. Jackson started out this quarter. Finally, after not hearing from him in the first half, started the first two buckets going up and in for him trying to get his team in it. See, that's the only knock on Seattle right now defensively. Too many easy, uncontested layups I hope Coach Everett has something that he can do to stop that in the second half. If not, then Seattle's going to go home tonight for sure. Timeout on the court. We're going to take the timeout with them. New York is up 44-37 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. We'll be back on the we are back. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Seattle is down 37-44. So the number one ranked New York Monstars. Zen Master has to. Although Zen Master's up 7, his team is up 7 right now. I know he's not comfortable. He's probably he doesn't really have hair, but whatever hair he has left, I'm sure he's pulling that out too. Oh wow, that's a tough foul.
Yeah, it's a flaw. Get out.
Is that what it is? Is that? You think Big Man flopped on that? Justin Jones flopped on that? Let's see what Jarvis Wilson did. Let's see.
Oh man.
Yeah, I have to agree, Bob. That's a bit much.
Man.
That's a bit much. Well, we said they've been playing possum all night, all season. So again, there may be some hell of actors out there in Seattle, man. And the Grammy Award goes to Jarvis Wilson for Best Supporting Actor. On the new hit series, Teach Me How to Fall. He's up for 2. First one is...
Oh, no good.
First free throw that Seattle's missed all evening long. They had been hitting 100% up until that point. Jarvis Wilson gets one more to seek to cut into this deficit.
You got to take them free ones. You have to.
Yeah. With a team like New York, all of them counts. All these easy shots count.
Still waiting for us to see the King show. I know we got the fourth quarter, but still waiting for him to show up because he has not done it tonight.
Well, timeout New York. New York called a quick. The Zen Master called a quick timeout. Anytime the Zen Master calls a timeout, you gotta respect him because he is the Zen Master for a reason. Coach Tim Bellardi has been the most successful coach I think in SimWorld this year. And if I had to put a coach vote for today, if Seattle, assuming Coach Avery doesn't win, I got to go with Coach Tim Bellardi for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I will be shocked if Coach Bellardi doesn't win Coach of the Year.
Steal.
Just because, I mean, he has led his team to a 21-5 record. Nobody is even close to him.
Agreed. Now, there are some more coaches who have done an excellent job. Coach Myron Murray's done an excellent job this year.
Absolutely.
Coach, the New England coach, she's done a fantastic job this year when she came in. She hasn't been here all year, but when she came in, she did a fantastic job. Got to give her a lot of credit as well. I like the Midwest coach as well.
I was going to say, you like J6.
J6. I rode his coattail pretty heavy early on in the season, but once he got his team and his formula down pat, he started winning some games. Wow. That is New York's second shot clock violation. I don't know if I've ever seen New York have 2 shot clock violations in a game that I've called before, honestly. So Seattle's already done something I haven't seen another team do to New York for its 2 shot clock violations. Coach Coach the Zen Master's probably now taking his shoestrings off his shoes. He don't know what else to do. Great float your boat to bring this lead down to 2. New York had to shoot 60% to get this game winning. They down to 58%. Oh, it's the steal. Can Seattle tie this thing up in the third quarter? Late in the third, 4 minutes left, and he 2-pointer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tie ball game in the third quarter, 44-44. New York and Seattle. Don't adjust your TV sets. Don't adjust your YouTube channel. It is correct. The King is here. The King is here. The King is here, ladies and gentlemen. We came to see the King, and the King showed up. 47-44, big shot by Shea King on that possession.
Need more from him. I think that's 18. I think that's 18 right now. Still need more.
Yeah, he might need 30 tonight.
He might need 40.
He gonna need some buckets tonight because Seattle's going over. Let's see what 2 seconds left. The jumper. Ooh, good putback. Oh my gosh, what a putback! These guys from Seattle is not scared. They're not scared at all. If I'm New York, I'm going to Shea King every play down.
Have to. Got to get smart shots.
Middle. Man, that middle in Seattle is the only flaw in their scheme right now that I've seen tonight.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead, Bob. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I cut you off. I was just gonna say Jai Edge is not the one you typically see taking it to the hoop like that, but if he's doing it, something's wrong.
And don't look now, folks, but Jackson has woke up from the dead. He is alive. 49-48. New York up 1. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. 3:21 left in the third. We back on the other side. SimWorld. And we are back. And talk about rebuilding the storyline. I know the writers and editors of SimWorld right now is pulling their hair out, and they're probably drinking on something way more than Powerade right now because no one had Seattle going this far. No one has any write-ups waiting for Seattle. Wow, he just missed a layup by himself. That's how you lose a game, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you lose a game. Seattle has the ball with a chance to take the lead on this possession. A three! Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Seattle is taking the lead. They're up 2 points with 2:53 left in the third quarter. Your coach Bilardi taking the shoestrings off your shoes. And you may be thinking about doing something inarguable to yourself with those shoestrings right now because you're just beside yourself. Running cycling with the good defense.
And nothing.
That's a great defense. That's a great D. Great defense by Seattle. Not going to add on to their lead by 4 or greater in the corner. Ooh, the house would have came down if that shot would have went in. Shea King with the ball. Over 3 people. Oh my gosh.
Probably another flop.
Loose ball fall on Maloney. And with time of possession so important right now, you can't have those types of away from the ball fouls. You can't afford to get a possession back to the other team, especially after in New York. They don't need extra possession. That's how you lose.
What do you think New York has to do here on out in the last 10 minutes of the game to get the lead back, and 2, hold on to it?
I think they need to collectively get on their knees and pray. Seattle's having an out-of-body experience. You know, once your confidence gets up to a certain level, you really believe that you can. You know, these guys are the best of where they're from. So we joke and we rag on Seattle, but individually those guys are the best. Great three. Now the game is now tied. It must have been a long 2. These players for Seattle, they are the best for where they're from. You know, so maybe they're just now gelling at the right time. You only need to get hot at the right time. And no time to good move over CMJ. That's over CMJ right there. That's not a chump. You putting that move on, my man. Great move. Seattle back up with the lead 2 points with 1:20 left in the third quarter. This fourth quarter is going to be a nail.
Yeah, and I know I keep saying that we need to see more Shea King. He can't do it alone. No team. We've seen it today.
Oh, wow. That almost went in.
We've seen it today with Mid-Atlantic. One player cannot carry a team.
Ooh. Wow. That boy had a Steph Curry moment just now. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Steph Curry is in the building. What a step back 3 that was. 56-51, good defense. That's a great foul. I don't mind that foul ever. Make him run down the line. Yeah, but to your point earlier, Bob, yeah, one player can't do it alone. You saw it again. You brought up a good point. Mid-Atlantic, Jameson Johnson had a monster game, but it wasn't enough. And if you on my humble opinion, I think Dillard helped smoke for the team.
2 shots.
No, for sure.
Definitely helped smoke it for the team.
And looking at this New York team, I mean, we do have CMJ. I'll say CMJ's not having a bad game, but man, they're just letting everybody on Seattle have their way. It started off with obviously Jarvis Woodson doing his thing, but then we had 2 players you never talk about: Kalani Everett, Elliott Jones, and then what? Where are we at with Noah Jackson this quarter now?
He's 10 points. He's 10 points this quarter. 15 points this quarter. He's balling this quarter. He's lost his mind this quarter. And I'll be honest with you, Bob, I'm really concerned. I don't like CMJ's stat line right now. I know he has 16 points. That's not the problem. He only has 3 rebounds.
I'm pretty sure that's how many the entire New York team has right now.
That's not good. Oh, good putback. And one referee, get off your knees. You're blowing the game.
But to mention your point, mentioning the rebounds, Seattle picked up an offense. Ooh, good.
That's a great. Yeah, get back on me. 23 seconds left. Seattle can hold for the last shot.
But Seattle seems to be getting an offensive rebound on every single miss. They're getting they're getting multiple chances every time down in the court, and at some point that's going to bite New York. They need to nip that now.
They're really winning on the boards for this game, which is kind of helping get the lead. Good pick, good 3. That's a good shot. Wow.
And if that quarter hadn't ended, it would have been another offensive rebound.
You damn Skippy. The fourth quarter is here, ladies and gentlemen, and the unthinkable is now thinkable. Seattle is up 56-55 going to the fourth. We'll be back. I guess we have to on the other side of this. And we are back with what promises to be an exciting fourth quarter. Seattle, 24th ranked in the tournament, coming in. It's up 1 point against the number 1 ranked the New York Mun Stars right now. And I must say, I was thinking, Bob, did you see that screen that clocked that player? I thought he had somebody check up for a concussion. He got clocked pretty hard on that.
I remember what you're gonna say, but I just want to point out that was SJO that took a fadeaway 3.
Yeah, that's how you lose.
What? You were gonna say, Rick? I'm sorry.
Well, now I'm looking at, it's interesting. Oh, wow. But Bob, my only problem with that play from New York was that pass wasn't thrown from Jai Edge. Where's Jai Edge?
Yeah. Oh. Look, if we take a look off another offensive rebound from Seattle. Oh,
come on, stop doing too much. You need to come off the ball.
Yeah. I think you asked him where's Jai Edge. There's some players on New York. There's some kids on the bench right now that don't need to be on the bench. We got Dandridge out. We got Ayo out here right now. With a game this close, with New York down 1 and 6.5 left, they have to have all the starters out there.
Hey, I dare not question his in-master's methods.
Yeah.
He's a winner. He's proven that. Unless somebody put a lot of fat zeros in his bank account, then that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, number 18, that's cute. That's not Jai Edge. I don't know why. So if you're Seattle, this is a big possession. You want to get a bucket right here because you want to put that lead out a little bit to give you a little bit of breathing room in this fourth quarter.
Somebody needs to make a bucket. We're 2 minutes into the fourth and nobody
Noah Jackson has the ball. He's had the hot hand for Seattle so far. I'm sure he's going to pull up over 2 people.
Good.
Well, if he'd have made a good offensive board. Hey.
I think that might be number 15.
Hey, look here. CMJ and those bigs from New York, these guys from Seattle is your daddy. Because they is out boarding, out hustling you. Look at turnover.
What was that?
Look at turnover. Look at that. They're getting scrappy. Who's going to get down and get the ball? You see who wants it more. Seattle apparently wants it more. 3-point game, 5 minutes left. It's exciting, folks. Noah Jackson with the ball. He's been a hot hand for Seattle in the second half. I'm sure he's going to pull up, pop up.
Good defense.
That's good defense. New York needs to cut into this. Now they can either tie it up or bring it down to 1 point with the basket here on the offensive end of things.
New York needs a timeout. There's no shaking, no giant.
They got him out. They got a mismatch.
Oh, come on. What?
Wow. It's 4:57 in the fourth. New York has yet to score. Great shot. Another good shot by Ronnie Cycling. New York has yet to score in the fourth quarter. They ended the third quarter with 55 points. Now, almost 4 minutes into the fourth quarter, they still only have 55 points. Seattle's up by 5. Hey, the biggest lead Seattle's had is 6 points. A good block. I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
Ooh,
big.
Oh
my God.
Shoelace on the line.
Oh, he needed that 3 bad.
Oh, he did. I'm not good at math. I can't do this. I'm
still Seattle goes. I'm sure they're going to go to Noah's been a high hand for sure in the second half.
Offensive rebound.
Wow. Ronnie Cycling is having a game.
Coming down.
62-58. Seattle's up 4.
I don't understand why New York is not taking a timeout yet.
Why is my
Edge back on the court?
Why is my man shooting to fadeaway threes though? Like that's what he does or something. For New York, New York is doing everything they can to lose this game right now.
Yeah, we're 4.5 minutes in, and King and Edge have not touched the court.
I agree. I'm kind of perplexed as to why they have a good pass by Maloney. Good finish. Noah Jackson. 6-point game. Coach Bilotti must have went to the restroom. He had to do number 2 because he's refusing to put his players back in the game. It has to be some kind of critical error. Good deep. Oh my gosh. If I'm New York, I'm intentionally fouling right now to get them in the game. Like I can't wait another possession. I'm intentionally fouling. I can't wait another possession right now.
I mean, King and Edge have been sitting over there almost the entire time waiting to come in. There it is.
Good
There it
foul
is.
by Maloney. I like this Maloney fella. That's a nice foul. Put him on his backside. 64-58. A shot for 2 free throws, and the Seattle Monstars starters are going to come back in to try to save the day.
Take a break.
With 2:51 left in the
2
fourth.
shots.
Colton for 2 free throws. The first one is going up in just 1 second, and we will see if he can knock it down. .251 left. Colts has another free throw. Now Seattle is up. New York is down. If there's any team that can score a bunch of points in a few minutes, New York will be that team. So they're down. Although they're down, you can never count them out. Their second free throw, bottom of the net. 64-60. Timeout. Seattle. Guess what, guys? I'm exhausted too. We're gonna take it with them. 2:51 left in the fourth quarter. We're coming back to an exciting finish. Don't worry. And we are back with an exciting fourth quarter. 2:51 left. Seattle up 64-60. Yes, you got it right. That is not a misprint. Seattle is up 64-60 over New York. The Monstars are looking like mere mortals right now against the Seattle defense. They have 2:51 to turn this ship around. Again, if there's anybody, Bob, that can do it, New York can.
They have too much firepower to not be able to do it, but it's going to be a matter of sealing up their middle and hitting their shot. You hit their shot.
Yeah, they got to make a shot, and they got to keep this kid here, Noah Jackson, from making all the moves. Got to give a shout out to Maloney as well. He's been playing really good for them off the bench. 6 points and 10 really timely boards. Going to that's a mismatch right there. Gonna bring a double good pass. Oh, look here, man. You got to see the you got to beat it.
Let's bring on our producer Ron Yell and see what he has to say.
Man, nothing. Let me watch this game. Back to you guys.
And there you have it. The middle. The only weakness in Seattle's game at all today is the middle. Sometimes they'll get low to sleep and easy buckets. I promise you, New York has about 10 points like that. If they didn't have those lows to sleep, man, this would be a totally different game than what it is right now. Still 67-62. They had up 5 points. Oh. There's a problem. That's when your big man shouldn't be giving the ball. Good pass. Like it's hot. Here comes New York, y'all. Here they come. 67-64. 1 minute, 45 seconds left. New York is ratchet up the defense. Number 35 is still dribbling. I don't know why he has hands to dribble right now. That's terrible.
I don't know why he was triple team.
Okay, he probably want to steal the ball from him. CMJ, good pass. 1 point game. Here we go. Tighten up your bootstrap. Tighten up your bra straps. 126 left. 67-66. It's going down to the wire, folks.
The heart's not ready.
5 dribbling the ball. That's best ball in the league. I'm not on the team. Give it to Noah Jackson. All right, now if you see how you gotta get back on defense, you gotta get a stop. New York can score 4 unanswered points.
In the middle. What did you say? The middle.
Whip that trick. Open in the middle is open again. 68-67. New York takes the lead and 1. They can take the lead by 2 with a made free throw. Oh, planters.
Three dunks in a row. 4 dunks in a row. I mean,
hey. Like I said, Bob, if any team can come back in a short period of time, New York and Coach Bellardi is that team. Now, I'm sure Bellardi's already lost 1 shoestring. He's trying to lose the second one. New York is up 1 with 1 free throw left to knock down, and it's good. 2-point game. Let's see what Seattle has on the offensive end.
New York needs a defensive stop.
I don't like that guy dribbling. I'll be honest with you. I don't like him. I don't like George Wilson dribbling at all. That's a good move. That's a good. Oh wow, that's it right hand.
New York rebounded when it mattered.
Oh, in the corner, Kenny Austin. Woo! Yeah, did he make it? Did it went out?
Oh no, he did. Hit it out.
Okay, 2-point game, 2 shots coming up. Milton Jones. I thought that went in for a second. This came in and came out again. Good news. Good news for Seattle. You stopped the clock. And so hopefully, if you're a Seattle fan, you want you want CMJ to either miss both of them or at least one of them. For New York, you want him to make both of these, baby. It's been a hell of a ride. You try and get home safely. Wow. I'm exhausted. Yeah. I ain't played a minute.
I said my heart is not ready for it. Big make.
Cool as the other side of the pillow. Chance has 1 more at the line to try to stretch his lead out to 4 points. And if you're Seattle, I'm sure you call him timeout, whether he makes it or misses it. Well, if he misses it, I'm Seattle, I'm going. If he makes it, I'm calling timeout. That's my philosophy if I'm Seattle. I'm Coach Edwards.
Regardless of what happens here, I think both Seattle can be really proud, especially with the fact that they've held New York. New York doesn't typically get held, I feel like, to under 80 points, and they're going to do it. Their defense. Rebound.
Hey, and I say this, Bob, I'm not the type of guy, if anybody knows me, I'm not the moral victory type of guy. That's not who I am. You win, you lose, you get your butt kicked, that's what it is. But if I'm Seattle, if I'm the coach of Seattle, if I'm the president of Seattle, you have nothing to hold your head down right now. You are way further than anybody expect you to be. Hey, the coach, you push the Zen Master to the limit if you coach Everett. Man, shout out to these Seattle Stars. You know, everything I said negative about them, I take it back, some of it. You guys have really played hard tonight. You showed your character, and I'm proud of you guys. And I don't have dogs in the fight. 1 more free throw coming up. Shake King, yes. That should ice, ladies and gentlemen. Katie did not get a chance to lock the door because the game was too tight. Katie was in the bed, sleep the whole time. So 67-73, timeout Seattle. They need some miracle on 34th Street right now.
Yeah, and at this point, they're going to need a big 3 from Noah Jackson, or they're going to need to find a way to get Everett back open. I mean, get those 2 big threes early in the game. That at some point, your stars, you got your stars, they got to make the shots, but sometimes maybe they're just a decoy. And I think they need to draw something up to get someone like Everett or send Elliott Jones back onto the court. He just won a little bit more than what was expected of him.
And whatever they do, they have to do it quickly. 29 seconds left. You got to get a quick shot. You got a 60 ball, and hopefully they can get some free throws on the other side. You can't take a lot of time.
Oh, you cannot leave him.
There you go. And he drilled it.
Only two.
Oh, he got big feet. He got his brother's shoes.
I mean, he is wearing Tim's out there, so.
Yeah, he got his brother's shoes. They're too big.
This is.
Wow. That 3 and 2-pointer makes all the difference in the world in tight games like this. Mm-hmm. Jay King, who's an excellent free throw shooter, is going back to the line to put New York back up on top with 2 more free throws. They're already up 73-69. Trying to stretch this lead out a little bit further if they can make these 2.
Yeah, try and give Seattle a little bit of give them a little bit of positivity with having a chance. They have a chance, but trading a 2 and then 2 free throws down on the other end, I mean, you can't trade off at this point with New York. Got to hit
Correct.
the threes.
Oh, he missed one.
Missed a free throw, though.
Okay. You see how you got to go.
Jarvis.
Quick shot. In the corner. He's in the corner. See the man in the corner open.
Oh, big 2.
3-point game. You got to intentionally foul again. Try to get out. Oh, he almost had a steal. That was almost a steal. Now, Jay King just missed one. If you can get him to miss another one. But if you're Seattle at some point, you got to start going for the 3 and not selling for the 2. Again, because you can't trade 2 for 1s. You got to get the 3s because they're worth more points. You don't have the time that's not on your side. We'll see what Shea Key can do with these 2 large free throws. These are 2 free throws of the game.
Take a break.
For him. The referee decided they don't want to give him the ball, want him to sweat a little bit more. That's fine. Ice. Get the referee's icing. The referee's icing. Apparently, it's from Seattle.
He has some money down on the.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him, bro.
I mean, Seattle. It doesn't matter if anybody bet on New York. I mean, Seattle covered the spread by far.
Absolutely, they definitely covered the spread. Yes,
this spread was probably 30.
Yeah, they definitely covered the spread for sure. You're a Seattle fan, and you put a bet, you won no matter what tonight.
Didn't miss, hit them both. Oh, man, this is. Sure, we're gonna get another Jackson.
It's too much time. Yeah, it's too much time. And New York will escape Alcatraz with a victorious win. Right, everything now is just semantics. New York's going to come out here with the win. Shout out to Coach Bellardi, who found a way to get it done, man.
Absolutely. Let me talk a little. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Big Bob.
I was just going to say, let me talk a little so I can clap and you can hear the clap. If you can hear it, that's great. Good job, New York. Good job, Seattle.
Absolutely. I agree. Hold your head up, Seattle. This was a fantastic job you guys played. And shout out to Coach Bellardi, because a sign of a good team and a great coach is not what you do when you're winning, but what happens after you get punched in the mouth. New York came out here against Seattle, and they got punched in the mouth a couple of times. And they took those punches, fought back, stayed the course, and they come out victorious. Great game. New York 78, Seattle 71. New York is on to the next round. So we'll see you guys then. For Bob, I am Rick Blaze, and with the producer Raniel. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
SimWorld out.